Welcome to Lyndall Brakes. Today we're going to be talking about our oversized rotors and the accompanying brackets to relocate your caliper for the Enforcer and Prodigy wheels on late model touring. Here you can see our factory stock size 11.8 by 5 millimeter for the Enforcer and Prodigy wheel, and I'm going to hold that up next to our 13-inch rotor for the same fitment. Again, these fit all late model touring with Prodigy or Enforcer rims. The advantage of having the oversized rotor is it gives you a better leverage. You're grabbing out closer to the rim edge as opposed to down here towards the axle. So again, stock size, 13-inch. You can see visibly it's quite a bit of difference. So if you're going to relocate your factory Brembo caliper on a late model touring, we highly recommend the TTI axial mount relocation bracket for your stock caliper. It comes beautifully packaged. They do a really nice job. You can see it comes with all the associated hardware. This is ARP 12-point fasteners. They cut no corners on this. This is a beautifully machined, beautifully designed bracket. Does a beautiful job. So again, if you're going to relocate your stock caliper on an axial mount caliper, this is the bracket that we recommend by TTI. A lot of people are putting on the radial mount calipers. It's a beautiful thing to have these radial mount calipers because they offer so much more stopping power. However, when you're putting these on to a bracket, know that you're still, even though the caliper's radial mount, you're still end up mounting axially to the rotation of the wheel. So I want to show you this brackets by TTI. These are our favorite, and I want to tell you why. TTI uses the ARP fasteners. I really like the fact that TTI offers these solid bosses. You can see how I can tilt these spacers on the shaft. So when the shear load's going through the fastener and the bracket, if it's with these washers, you're really putting all the load on the shaft of the fastener. Especially most brackets, unlike TTI, don't have this counter bore. So TTI cleverly put this counter bore in there so your boss sits down into the caliper bracket. So you can see how much more rigid that is. And then additionally, you can see the relief on the bottom of the caliper, and that just gives you so much more rigidity, and it puts the shear load squarely into the bracket as opposed to the fastener. So superior design. I haven't seen anybody else doing their caliper brackets like this. Kudos to TTI. Very clever, very well done. And that's why we recommend these brackets. These are the brackets that we stock and sell to our highly valued customers, and we recommend that you do the same. Again, radial mount bracket versus axial mount bracket. This one's plug and play. This one will utilize your stock factory caliper. Everything's included. Nothing else needed. If you're going to go with the radial mount, obviously you're going to need a good radial mount caliper. We highly recommend the Brembo radial mounts, and you can see how beautifully packaged these TTI brackets are. A very nice instruction sheet as well is included in there. So that's what you can expect when you get the TTI brackets. I'd like to give a shout out to Joe at Willie Shiny for providing us these beautiful wheels. Joe at Willie Shiny does the chrome repop or powder coat on the black rims, and pictures don't do it justice. These are absolutely gorgeous. Lyndall oversized crown cut bow tie versus stock, and this is all for late model touring with Prodigy and Enforcer wheels. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.